Doomed day for Harry. Duke on chopping board over Meghan's plot to discard him for some other guy. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's seemingly indomitable marriage could end very badly, according to Donald Trump, who also thinks that Meghan could leave Harry for some other guy, reported Mirror Online. The former president of US was a guest on Morgan's new TV show Piers Morgan Uncensored, and during their long conversation, boasted about his prediction skills. The explosive conversation started with Morgan saying, "Here's my issue with it. I think that they've quit the country, they quit royal duty, they're living in luxury in California, they want to use their royal titles to exploit them for massive financial gain." He added, "Without any of the duty that comes with the royal titles. I don't think you can have your royal cake and eat it. That's my argument about it." Trump then echoed Morgan's argument, saying, "I want to know what's going to happen when Harry decides he's had enough of being bossed around. Or maybe when she decides that she likes some other guy better. I want to know what's going to happen when it ends, okay?" In the same snippet from the interview, Morgan then asked Trump if he thought that Meghan and Prince Harry were headed to Splitsville, to which he said, "I do." Trump then added, "I've been a very good predictor, as you know, I predicted almost everything. It'll end and it'll end bad. And I wonder if Harry's gonna go back on his hands and knees back into the beautiful city of London and say, please. You know, I think Harry has been led down a path. Harry is whipped. Do you know the expression?" Piers replied, "The most whipped man in the world." Last year, the half-brother of Meghan Markle also slammed his estranged royal sibling as cold and said her marriage to Prince Harry could soon be for the chopping block during an embittered outburst on an Australian reality TV show. Thomas told his co-contestants that American film producer Rengelson had adored his sister but said that she took advantage of him during their short-lived marriage. The half-brother of the former Suits star, who married Prince Harry in 2018, also claimed he used to be close to his sister before she moved to Canada and was changed by suddenly having money. "No one can figure it out. Money changed her, I guess, and fame went to her head really bad." He said, "But, you know, Harry's next. Harry's on the chopping board next. The only difference between now and then is in all the photos prior to that, he had a smile on his face. All the ones after, he doesn't." Meanwhile, Prince Harry's body language in his latest interview on US television has been analyzed by expert Darren Stanton. Mr. Stanton told GB News, "I think he's quite torn between being over there and the UK. He's feeling genuine sadness at not being in the thick of it." He added, "The eyebrows basically come together and the mouth drips, and also when people tend to go like that with the lips, that is almost like a self-reassurance gesture. So in terms of the facial muscles engaged in among the lips, and then also there's a change in physiology." Mr. Stanton continued, "So what I look for is, people often get the deception aspect incorrect because when people are under pressure, there'll be an emotional shift. So I am looking for emotional shifts in people's body language. What we saw within that was Harry's lips, if you watch, will go quite pale, and that's to do with an emotional shift." GB News host Neil Oliver asked if Prince Harry had been guarding his emotions. He asked the expert, "Is that him knowing how he feels and unconsciously endeavoring not to show it?" "Absolutely," replied Mr. Stanton. "There's also what we call a linguistic deflection, which in real terms means he is effectively avoiding the question. Not because he has anything to hide," he added. He continued, "In the 10-second clip we see about 7 or 8 sort of red flags almost of shifting emotion.